America has had 46 presidents. Some were forgettable, some were disasters, but a handful of them changed the course of history forever. These are not just powerful men. These are the presidents who shaped the most powerful nation on earth, ranked by their impact, ranked by their legacy, ranked by what they actually did. Welcome to Doodle History USA. Let's get into it. Number 10. James K. Polk. Most Americans have never heard of James K. Polk. That is exactly why he is on this list. In just 4 years, Polk expanded the United States by over 1.2 million square miles. That is 1/3 of the entire country you see on a map today. He acquired California, Oregon, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado. He promised to serve only one term, and he kept that promise. He worked so hard as president that he died just 3 months after leaving office. Most powerful president nobody talks about. Number 9. Harry Truman. Harry Truman never wanted to be president. He was thrust into the role when Franklin Roosevelt died, with no briefing, no preparation, no idea about the atomic bomb. Within months, he made the most consequential decision in modern history. He dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan, ended World War II instantly. Then he rebuilt Europe with the Marshall Plan, desegregated the US military, stood up to the Soviet Union at the start of the Cold War. A man who never wanted power became one of the most powerful presidents in history. Number 8. Dwight Eisenhower. Before he was president, Eisenhower commanded the Allied forces that defeated Nazi Germany. As president, he built the interstate highway system, the largest public works project in American history. He created NASA. He warned America about the military-industrial complex, a warning nobody listened to. He kept America out of wars when everyone wanted to go to war. And he did it all with a smile that made everyone trust him. The general who became president and gave America its golden age. Number 7. Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Roosevelt became president at 42 years old, the youngest president in history. He took on the most powerful corporations in America and won. He broke up Standard Oil. He broke up the railroad monopolies. He forced the meat industry to clean up its practices. He created the National Park System, protecting 230 million acres of American wilderness. He won the Nobel Peace Prize for ending a war between Russia and Japan. And he did all of this while being shot in the chest during a campaign speech and finishing the speech anyway. The most fearless president America ever had. Number 6. Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson shaped the world we live in today more than almost any other president. He led America through World War I. He proposed the League of Nations, the blueprint for the United Nations. He created the Federal Reserve, the system that controls American money to this day. He introduced the income tax. He passed laws protecting workers and breaking up monopolies. But Wilson also had a dark side. He was a fierce segregationist who reversed civil rights progress and screened Birth of a Nation, a pro-KKK film, in the White House. A president who shaped the modern world with deeply troubling beliefs. Number 5. Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan came to power when America was at its lowest. Inflation was destroying the economy. Iran was holding American hostages. The Soviet Union was expanding. American confidence was shattered. Reagan changed everything. He rebuilt the American economy through sweeping tax cuts. He rebuilt the American military. He stared down the Soviet Union with such force and determination that the entire Soviet empire collapsed within years of him leaving. He was an actor who became governor, then became the president who ended the Cold War. Love him or hate him, his impact on America and the world is undeniable. Number 4. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt became president during the worst economic crisis in American history. 25% of Americans were unemployed. Banks were collapsing. People were starving in the streets. Roosevelt created the New Deal, the largest government program America had ever seen. He put millions of Americans back to work. He saved the banking system. He created Social Security, which still protects Americans today. Then, just as America recovered, World War II began. Roosevelt led America through the greatest war in human history. He never walked without help. He never let Americans see him struggle. He served 4 terms, more than any president before or since. And he died in office, still fighting for America. Number 3. Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson wrote the words that defined what America is. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. He wrote the Declaration of Independence at just 33 years old. He doubled the size of America with the Louisiana Purchase, buying 828,000 square miles from France for just $15 million. He founded the University of Virginia. He separated church and state. He established freedom of religion. But Jefferson was also a slave owner who never freed his slaves, even after writing that all men are created equal, the greatest contradiction in American history. Number 2. George Washington. George Washington could have been King of America. After winning the Revolutionary War, many Americans wanted to crown him king. He refused. He stepped down after 2 terms, setting a precedent that lasted over 150 years. He created the presidency itself. Every tradition, every norm, every expectation. Washington established it. He built the army that defeated the most powerful empire on earth. He kept a divided nation together when it could have fallen apart in its very first years. Without Washington, there is no America. Number 1. Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln grew up in poverty. He had almost no formal education. He failed in business multiple times. He lost elections repeatedly. And then he became president and saved the United States of America. When Lincoln took office, the country was splitting in half. He held it together through the bloodiest war in American history. Over 620,000 Americans died in the Civil War. Lincoln ended slavery, the greatest moral crime in American history. He delivered the Gettysburg Address, 272 words that redefined what America stands for. And then he was assassinated 5 days after winning the war. No president faced more. No president sacrificed more. No president changed America more. Abraham Lincoln, the greatest president America ever had. And those are the 10 most powerful presidents in American history. From the man who doubled the country to the man who saved it. Do you agree with this ranking? Drop your opinion in the comments. I want to know who you think was the greatest president. If you learned something today, subscribe to Doodle History USA, American History, drawn simply. See you in the next one.